Greetings, Culturians, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to talk about Nintendo. Yeah, and not just the games, but the movies, because there's another one that's coming out. We already know the date, and we got to talk about it. So, here we go. Now, before we get started, just a real quick reminder, I am trying to get to 50K. Down below, double check you're still subscribed if this is your first time or your 1000th time. If you wouldn't mind, click the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, turn on all the notifications, hit the thumbs up button, and you've done all of the things. I appreciate it when you do all the things. And if you make a comment at the end of the video and share the video out there, that is bonus points. So thank you for that. Also, if you are looking at YouTube right now and you see the hype button on this video, click it. Give me some of your hype points. I would truly appreciate it. But let's jump in to the story from That Park Place and Trevor Denning writing all about the date announced for the next Nintendo Illumination event film. That's right. We only have to wait 2 years to get the next film. And a keen-eyed user on X is the reason we know this. April 12th of 2028. Beyond that listing, no additional details have been revealed, but it has been enough to spark immediate speculation online. Now, we already know that Nintendo's success with the Super Mario Brothers and the Super Mario Galaxy movie, it kind of triggered all of this Nintendo Cinematic Universe conversation. Again, they're working currently with Sony to make the Legend of Zelda picture, which is listed here. You can see the live action is something that does look interesting. I'm not sure if I'm super stoked or not. At least they cast people who look roughly like the characters, at least as far as my perception. I'm not sure about yours. Let me know in the comments section below. But there has also been a rumored Metroid live action, which would be great. Can you imagine Samus being portrayed in the cinematic universe? I think it'd be interesting. A lot of people are already thinking that there's a decent chance that Super Smash Brothers is going to be coming, and I wouldn't be surprised. They've already kind of developed in that direction, at least. That's what I think they've been doing with the last two Mario films. With all of the cameo appearances of all the different characters, it makes sense. I'm not sure you could do a Super Mario Kart movie, but you know what? For some people, that may work out just fine. Well, let's get back to the story. So, the Nintendo and Illumination event film will more likely focus on characters already established within the Mario universe. Many users online strongly suspect it would be a Donkey Kong solo movie. The character voiced by Seth Rogen was noticeably absent from the Super Mario Galaxy movie. Also, there's another project in the works, Donkey Kong Country film. The 2025 copyright filing by Universal is not official notification that it's coming, but it's definitely an untitled Donkey Kong project. It suggests that Nintendo may eventually give the character its own spin-off, although I have had all the Seth Rogen that I can take for my entire lifetime. I don't know about you. Let me know about that in the comments section below. But Fox McCloud was, received very well, very positively in the Super Mario Galaxy movie, and it gives him a chance to partner again with a very popular actor out there. This event film could definitely be that, and there's been conversations about a new Star Fox title over on the Switch too. So is that what's likely to happen? I would say maybe. I would say strong maybe. And I think that Fox McCloud, voiced by Glenn Powell, would be an absolute winner. Now, given the strong audience reaction to that, that's why it's easy to lean that way. Let's look ahead in the story right here. For now, the only thing that is confirmed is that Nintendo and Illumination have a target date for the new event film, April 12 of 2028. Everything beyond that speculation, as they talk about it in this article. And it's enough to signal that Nintendo's film strategy is steadily expanding rather than slowing down. And here's the thing. I've been hearing about this for a while. We've been talking backstage in many of the rooms that you guys like to watch the live shows of, and we're talking about these films in development and where they are on the project boards and how they may eventually come out, and whether or not there's going to be additional acceleration in the Nintendo Cinematic Universe. I have been on the side of they're going to turn the accelerators on here because they've been producing nothing but winners, and video game adaptations, if you're faithful, seem to be doing rather well. We're going to have another test of that coming up, and I got another video coming out about Mortal Mortal Kombat 2, which is, well, that's coming to us really soon. I think just a couple weeks away. So, yeah, this makes an awful lot of sense. I think video games are going to be the next superhero craze. And as the superheroes lose momentum, the video games are gaining. There's no doubt about that. If you think I'm wrong, let me know in the comments section below. Again, you get the point here. I'm just saying, check the comments, give me your thoughts. But with multiple franchises, and let's go back to the story, already in various stages of adaptation, from Zelda in live action to the development of the Metroid film to any number of other things, including, I'm going to keep mentioning the Super Smash Brothers concept. I think Donkey Kong Country is the next thing that we can look forward to. And I think it might be fun. I think if they take away from the games and the lore that they started to build on even further in the Super Mario Brothers movie, I think there's a lot there. Now that this listing is surfaced, according to Trevor, fans will likely be watching upcoming Nintendo Direct presentations even more closely for any hint or clarification, even if a brief teaser or logo reveal would immediately narrow down speculation and reshape current expectations, and I think they need to do that. Rounding out here, Trevor says, until more official details surface, the event film remains a placeholder for possibility. Now, if Nintendo's recent momentum is any indication, the next reveal may be less about whether another adaptation is coming and more about which part of the growing cinematic lineup is going to step into focus. And with that, I'm going to say this. Go and check out this article for further detail. Trevor did a good job writing that today. Check out the writings of Carol Brown over there on that Park Place. And, of course, check out CC Campione if you're interested in any of my thoughts or opinions or analysis on the stories of the day. On that note, if you're not subscribed to the latest channel, That Garden Place, you should be. You should be following over there. I am available over there to have the same conversations and Q&A that I am everywhere I appear. And if you have questions on gardening, to produce your own food, things like that, we can talk about that. Companion planning just came out, and we've got more videos on the way. We had a tiered bed garden, a bookshelf bed is what I call it. It's a way to use a little space and get a lot of plants. And let me tell you, if you live in an apartment, a townhome, patio home, you don't have a lot of space, this will work for that purpose. You can also build it in a way that it could be used indoors and with grow lights if you need to have sunlight on some of your plants. Other than that, please do check out all the other videos that have dropped recently on the channel. Be sure, as always, to comment in the section down below. Be sure to take care of yourself, take care of others, and until next time, see ya. For real.